7 hours later, we have ourselves a bed. And people say invest in a microphone stand, I say just buy a load of books and use them. Last week we went over the front cover for my 16-year-old poetry collection. Today we're going to be looking at the first poem that I choose to write in it. This poem is called Catchphrase Conundrum. Now, in England, we've got a programme called Catchphrase, and we've also got another programme called Countdown. Now what I've done there is I've fused the two. And you're probably thinking, I wonder why he's fused the two together, you know? Is it a very clever play on words? Is it going to be like a metaphor or something? Or does he have no idea why he did it? I think as we read the poem, you're going to realise it's the second. Okay, so the quote at the top here, it says, date and time as well to go with it. You just full on gave me butterflies. Brace yourselves, guys. I crossed out your catchphrase. They said you wouldn't mind. A new nicotine adjustment, but trust me, I'll be fine. Question 1, what was her catchphrase? Number 2, who is they? They said you wouldn't mind. Who was I talking to? I was like, you know that catchphrase that Laura's got? I'm considering scribbling over that. Do you think she'll mind that? Do you think she'll be okay with that? A new nicotine adjustment. I think at that point I'd probably smoked 8 cigarettes in my life. So by a new nicotine adjustment I probably meant had one more. Like it sounds like I'm a 20-a-day person. You can't stop the robbers if the cops are on the bus. You can't escape the bitterness, so savour all your lust. Question number 1 from this verse, what are the cops doing on the bus? If they offer you a Vauxhall Astra and you go, nah, you're alright, I think we're going to get the bus, to be honest. I want to make the most of this public service pass. Just one, please. That'll be £2.20, it's a rip-off, I'm driving. Why is it that if they're on the bus, they're not allowed to stop robbers? Like that's a rule, like they'd both be sitting on the bus together looking out the window like, Brian, there's guy out there burgling a house, I see. Right you are. Leave that. Do you want to maybe hop out and stop it? No, leave it. Alright, we're on the bus, okay? I paid my £2.20. I'm not getting off just to stop a fucking house getting robbed, alright? You can't escape the bitterness, so savour all your lust. Bitterness and lust are not necessarily linked in any way. Certainly when I was 16, lust did not lead on to bitterness. If you can't run away from bitterness, if that's something that's inevitably going to happen, which I guess it was in this relationship, that doesn't mean you save up all your lust and go, no, you're not having any of the lust because I know you're only going to break my heart in a couple of weeks. Your heart is free, have the courage to follow it. Just dropped in a quote from Braveheart. There is no relevance to anything in this poem with that line whatsoever. Nothing at all. I've probably watched Braveheart the night before and gone, quite like that line, I'll make it a poem. We've had a good run, girl. He whispered from the pulpit. I don't know who that man was that was at a pulpit whispering, we've had a good run, girl. I think it was me. I think that was the idea going through my head, was that there was religious connotations in that line and it was all very clever, but you had to look deep into it. You had to look deep into it because there was nothing there. You had to look so deep that you found something out of nothing. Braveheart is in there. Braveheart, just a random quote from Braveheart. Now this is where the poem gets good. Blow your brains out, baby. Relieve the pressure, replenish the pain. Don't let the toxins get you. An unsteady mind falls easily insane. Blow your brains out, baby. That was just alliteration. Quite nice. Blow brains, baby. I like the sound of it. I like the punch. But what am I saying? Kill yourself? Is that what I'm saying to my ex-girlfriend? Just kill yourself, baby? And if I am, if that is about my ex, why am I still calling her baby? Kill yourself, baby. Relieve the pressure, replenish the pain. So, take more pain on, and that'll get rid of the pressure. That's how it works, apparently, in my 16-year-old head. Don't let the toxins get you. Don't think I knew what toxins were. I think this was basically a poem where I went, I drink and smoke. That's all this is. And I've seen Braveheart. Vodka's a given, it's on the table. Vodka was never a given. I was 16 years old. I think I'd probably tried vodka once, but it makes it sound like, oh, so you've got some vodka in for the night? Of course I do. Welcome to Rory's pad. That's a given. Idiot. Gin for a penny, rum for a pound. So we've got vodka, gin and rum, all in one verse of the poem. The only reason was to say, I've tried alcohol before. And even then, I've probably only tried it once. Final verse. This is where it really hits home. Let the dilemma simmer. Straight in with the imperatives. Go on, son. Don't act like this. Come back to it. A single day made your body sick, as I just watched you turn to shit. Don't act like this, come back to it. Take a break. Have a little 5 minutes away, come back and think, how are we feeling now? Same thing. Nothing's changed. A single day made your body sick. How long does it usually take for your body to get sick? What in my head did I mean by that? Like, if she's ill, only took 24 hours. It's all it ever takes to get sick. As I just watched you turn to shit. I love that. I love the idea of someone being sick in bed and me just standing at the bottom of the bed going, feeling pretty ill? You look like fucking shit. You deserve it. You deserve it. Anyway, that was Catchphrase Conundrum. And the quote you just full on gave me butterflies. I think now we all realise why. Pretty clever. We won't do them all because some of them, I'll have you know, are quite good. See, even though I know they're terrible, a small part of me still wants to like stick up for 16-year-old me and be like, hey, that's a good line! I'll see you next video for the next one, it's good.